Hi, thank you for tuning in. I really hope you've been enjoying the last few episodes when some of our customers have related their experiences dealing with Goan Acquisitions. In this episode, I'm really excited because you will get to hear from someone who invested while they were in the diaspora. That's because we get a lot of questions from those of you in the diaspora about whether or not it's possible for you to invest in land back home while you're still living there. It absolutely is. Here's what the next client has to say. I'm Solomon Wangwe. You're watching Own Land in Kenya.
My name is Joseph Waithaka. I am the head of Diaspora Banking for ABC Bank here in Kenya. I've been with the bank for about, this is my 6th month. In fact, I took the job from them immediately after relocating back here in Kenya. I was living in the United States, that is in the state of Oklahoma. Yeah, absolutely. I have, invested in Kenya. When I used to be in the US, I invested, quite a bit. I've lived in the US for 16 years. First of all, I think I can say is just the way we were all raised up. I mean, we can still remember our parents, always insisted on buying land. They would go, and even if they did not have so much money, they would go, maybe even like borrow money from their circles, through their jobs or save and buy land. So that is something that is cultural, in nature. But then also in addition to that, also you can see how the value of land in Kenya has been appreciating, quite significantly. So why not invest, where your money is going to grow and your wealth is going to grow? So that's why I decided that land should be, the best option for me. First of all, I can say, let me talk about my experiences in the past. I had bought land from, different people. Of course, most of the time is through family, friends, or maybe just someone coming and talking to you about land. And my experiences were not very good because I would send the money. Sometimes, in fact, even I had a situation where I bought a piece of land and I came to visit Kenya. Then I went there only to find that there was a structure and someone, came out of the house, with a machete, just ready, to defend his property. And yet that was supposed to be my property. So, but luckily enough, of course, I was able to get my money back. And so, of course, that is one of the experiences. And then again, I had, a couple of other properties that, took years, for me to even get any documents from them. So I was kind of very, very skeptical, and a friend of mine, called me when he knew I was coming to visit Kenya and told me, hey, there's this company that is selling land and they seem to, have a lot of integrity. Their processes are right. So why can't you do this? When you're coming, we can just make an arrangement and then you can join us and then we can go to Nanyuki. And then by then I had heard, through other people that, Nanyuki is a very, very hot, place. So I just decided, well, I should just give it a shot. And I got you on a Friday. And I remember I was told that we were going to be flown to Nanyuki. So I was like, oh, wow. So these guys are selling land and they're kind of, sophisticated somehow. I think they have their acts together. So, that was the first impression, so we were flown there and had very good breakfast. So we had, those, some vans, that took us, around there, and another very, very impressive thing was the fact that there were roads, those, Goshen had, had bought the land and then had even made some roads, and that meant so much to me. And I remember that's now when I met, the CEO, and of course, we started talking, and then we realized that, I realized that he was a diasporan himself. We kind of connected, and, I made the decision right there and then that I was going to buy a piece of land from Goshen. So, and then, of course, I had more experiences after that with Goshen. That is, I was directed or linked up with a very good attorney, I think CJ Kitoni. And then I remember I wired money while I was still here, for the deposit. And then after that, I flew back to the US, sent the rest of the money. Within 3 months, I got a call that, hey, your title deed is ready. I couldn't believe it. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is the best experience ever. Yeah, I actually bought, was it half an acre? Yes, in Nanyuki. And of course, I still have plans to buy more, and I'm also talking to, I have some chamas also, overseas, and, I've shared, the experiences with them, and, I'm sure that they are very interested in buying more. So even myself, definitely, I'll buy more land from Goan Acquisitions. I'll just tell them, just to go with Goan Acquisitions. First of all, you want to deal with people who have had the same experiences in terms of having lived overseas. Someone who understands, the pain, sometimes having to work several jobs, so that you can make your ends meet and also maybe invest. And plus, of course, with the current situation in the US, we don't really know how this is going to end up. So, and of course, there are so many opportunities here, especially, buying land from Goan Acquisitions. Of course, you will get a good deal, and there are people that you can trust, because I've trusted them, and I've also met several people who have also bought land from them, and they trust them. They're the real deal, I can say that. So I'll just say, don't hesitate, give them a call, send them an email, and I'm sure you'll be happy, with the investment for sure.
I really hope you've enjoyed Joseph's testimonial and that you've learned something about his experience investing. So if you're interested in investing in Nanyuki, where Joseph did, we're currently offering 1 acre plot of land, only 4.5 kilometers from Opajeta Conservancy and just 500 meters from Laikipia's first 18-hole championship golf course and country homes estate, for only 1.89 million shillings. And as you might have noticed on Facebook, or if you haven't, we're offering a whopping 5% discount for those of you who choose to pay us in US dollars. Check out our website as quickly as you can, www.goanacquisitions.com. You can click on the Grand Acres tab, where you'll find more information and details about what's currently on offer. You're watching Own Land in Kenya. I'm Solomon Wangwe. Stay tuned for more information on strategic land investment.